Good evening. I'd like to call the regular city council meeting to order for August 25th, 2025. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The city council members are here to serve the city of Pierz. We expect a respectful conduct at all times. Slander or inappropriate language will not be tolerated. Please speak only when addressed, one person at a time. Each speaker has a 5-minute time limit. Thank you for your cooperation. First thing I'd like to do tonight is to get approval for the city council minutes for the meeting of August 11th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Lynn makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Donnie seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Then we have the city council workshop for August 18th, 2025. Approval of that. The minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Sarah makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Lynn seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried for the workshop. Then we also have the minutes for the city council special meeting of August 18th, 2025. Approval of those minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Lynn makes the motion.
I'll second.
Sarah seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, so then we move to the addition or removal of the agenda. I'll just start with Gary first. You got anything, Gary?
Nope.
Donnie?
Nope.
Okay, I got one thing. I'd like to add under, right after Chief Hennigan talks, I'd like to add the Halloween party at the Pierz Campground, just a discussion of that after the police department update. And then do we have anything else? Lynn?
I've got two things. One is just an update on the apartments,
Okay,
the city-owned apartments.
yep,
And then the second would be Sourcewell, the match funding and impact funding.
great. Okay, so I'll move those if that's okay. I'll put those after 15.
That's fine.
So then we can move through some of this other stuff and they can go if they want to. Okay,
I'll
so,
make the motion to accept the new additions to the agenda.
okay, Donnie makes the motion to accept it.
I'll second.
Sarah seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, so first we have planning and zoning, and Lynn, if you want to handle that?
We had two tonight. The first one is for F&M Bank. They are doing an addition and a remodel. And they met all the requirements for planning and zoning. It'll be turned over now to the building official to review everything. So we would want you guys to go ahead and approve that one. And then the second one is Betty Fighton. She is doing, it's a concrete permit for driveway and sidewalk. We're also recommending approval for that one.
Okay, so if I could get a motion for the F&M Bank permit and also for Betty Fighton.
I'll make the motion.
Donnie makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Lynn seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? A motion carried for that. Then I'd like to have a motion for an open public hearing, Chapter 4, Dangerous Weapons Amendment.
I'll make the motion.
Donnie makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Lynn seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. So we'd like to open that up. And I think Mr. Hennigan, we want to, are we, or did you want to talk about it or? Really quick, kind of what we're doing?
It's going to be our, more or less, covers our firearms and our archery, since we had the complaints last year down behind Roach's apartment complex. Our attorney advised us to change our ordinance to cover more of the archery section. So we thought it was ready for approval, but we sent the email back to her looking for some different words to be implemented in it to make it more, not more strict, but to cover more areas where they can't be discharging a bow after, say, whitetail or other animals. So we're just waiting for her literature to come back, then we can move forward edit it, and then bring it into final,
Okay.
final ordinance.
And I know there's some concern about people like Target practicing, and there's some verbiage in there for that too, I
Target
believe.
practice they can in their yards as long as they have a safe background.
Yep, so that's good. That's great
Yep.
that we have
So the thing
that
we're
in.
waiting on is for Sue to send us something back with the words that we should use, and then we can implement it and put it in place.
Okay, so then I am gonna, does anybody have any comments out there about it? Does the council have any questions?
Nope.
Does the public have any questions or comments? Does the city administrator have any written comments to present?
I do not.
Okay, so I'd like to make a first call for comments or questions, second call for comments and questions, and then the final call for the comments and questions, and then nothing. So I'd look for a motion to close the public hearing at this time.
I'll make that motion.
Lynn makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Donnie seconds the motion. All in favor of the, oh, excuse me. So then we'll go to the next item, which is approval of ordinance 2025-08, 25-1, Chapter 4, Section 11. I'd like to have a motion to accept that along with, go ahead.
With the discussed edit.
Yeah, with the discussed edit.
I'll make that motion.
Lynn makes the motion.
I'll second.
Sarah seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And then, Eric, you're up again. Lucky you, yeah.
Can you play that song when I walk up? All right, good evening, everybody. The first conversation point I have, it's going to be, I think most of you'll know it as Grand Electronics. They're the ones that take care of our siren emergency towers, and they are getting depleted where they're constantly coming up, fixing stuff that it's broke. And something that most other communities do, they go into a service contract with Granite. Now it's called DSC Communications. And that way they'll come in, inspect the towers and make sure that they're operating the way they should be. Then they'll let us know what we need to do to fix it, and make sure we get approval if it's a big financial hit to the community. But right now it seems like every other month, one of them's not working. So then they have to come in and do it that this way. If they see something that needs to be upgraded, they'll advise us and upgrade it so our emergency communications is working in the city. So that contract is for 36 months. It is $61 a month. It'd be $2,196 over the contract of 36 months. It'd be my recommendation. I just think with the liability in today's world, we want them working, and that way somebody's got eyes on them besides me. So I just asked for a motion to move into with that contract for DSC Communications out of St. Cloud.
Okay, so if I could get a motion to move into the contract with DSD Communications for a 36-month program for $2,096.
I'll make that motion.
Donnie makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Lynn seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. And then the next other one is, it's a pretty good surprise for the police department, is I submitted a grant application about 2 months ago, and I was for a Lucas device. A Lucas device is a self-automated CPR machine. The fire department already has in one of their assigned rigs. So when we have any medicals that's going to acquire CPR, somebody picks that one up. And the police department was awarded this device, so there'll always be one in one of our patrol units. And I mean, it's a value of anywhere between, if you look it up on the computer, anywhere between $25,000 and $30,000. So Preston and myself, we head up to Brainerd PD tomorrow to do 3 hours of training. So it'll be put into Preston's squad car when he comes back to shift on Wednesday. I just think it's gonna be a great thing for the first response team and for the police department, along with anybody out east here with our first response team. It's gonna be it's a tool that we use quite often. So it's a pretty cool thing. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Any questions or concerns on that?
No, that's,
And then Lynn brought up before, you guys were talking about the impact funds, the match funds. I submitted the one for the police department to help with the funds for, if we're awarded a new squad car, to rotate one of ours out. So I went after the full 50,000. Hopefully, if we get a good answer, that'll save a lot of money out of our budget for
Oh,
the
yeah.
squad car fleet also. Walking wings, I want to give credit to Barb Treader and her staff. There was not one complaint, not one law enforcement call, not one medical. It was a great event. It was ran very well, so I give her a lot of credit for how it was conducted. Oktoberfest Oktoberfest itself, lots of people, great weather, and again, it was a very good, very good event, which was, again, held very, very, very good. Very lucky, so it was a great weekend.
It was a great weekend. Weather was good. We had really good support, and it was.
And then the other thing I'll bring up is with the detour that was implemented through us that we can't control. When I submitted the Oktoberfest parade permit because we have to reroute traffic. So when that came up with MnDOT, they asked me to do some extra signage, and it's a bill that I gave Laura today. It's going to be, was it $1,300 or $1,100? It was like $1,100 that we had to bring in signs to mark our detour around their detour, and it actually worked out really well. But just something that we had to do to make sure it was done right. So it's just I gave Laura that bill. I'm not sure what funds she'll pull that out of, but it's a move that we had to make to make sure it was safe. Any other questions for me? That's all I have.
No, that's good.
Okay.
The next thing I'd like to talk about a little bit about is that we kind of got the email for the Halloween party, or the proposal for a Halloween party down at the campground. And I just wanted to have a discussion on what the council kind of thinks about it in general, if they think it's good or bad. I kind of got my own opinion on it. And then I asked Eric to maybe comment on it himself, since he's going to have to deal with it. But I'm not really necessarily in favor of it myself. I think there's some liability issues. If the city's involved with it, I think myself personally, I think they could have a closed party down there if they want. I have no problems with that at all. But once we interject the people of Pierz, the general community, we're injecting ourselves into some liability issues. And that's not a very safe corner either. And we got people that are hunting to the north of that, deer hunting. And anyway, that's my thoughts. But I just wanted to go down, Gary. What are your thoughts on it?
Indifferent.
Different? Donnie?
So I've got a seasonal site that's over by Ogilvy, and at that site, they close it. We have one every year, and at our campground, they close it, and it can only be people that are inside the campground. They don't allow anybody other than campers to do it. And all the campers are supposed to dress up, and all the campers are supposed to do everything, but it's only for the campers. They do not allow anybody from the outside to come in.
Lynn?
Yep, and that's the way I guess I would like to see it also. I agree, the liability of people coming in from, everybody within the community, that can be a lot.
Mm-hmm. And Laura, Sarah?
I mean, I guess I'm kind of indifferent. It all depends on like what kind of beverages are allowed.
I never thought about that. That's another problem. Anyway, Eric?
Well, mine is that number one, will the construction be done for our detour? Because right now Park Avenue is heavily utilized, correct, Todd? Lots of traffic?
I'm here in the day.
No, it's just there's lots of traffic, and that corner's always busy. And I think I agree that if there's going to be to the campers themselves, because I imagine, like the one you're talking about, Donnie, that's an adult Halloween. It's really not for the kids. It's probably emphasized about the adults, right?
The adults give away adult beverages,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of kids that come by that are
Yep.
within our campground.
And the one thing that Pierz has always done is when we have our Halloween,
We have it up here
Main
with all the
Street is
businesses,
full,
right?
And
Yep.
and all of our commercial businesses the doors are open for them all. So I would just keep it to what we have here, and if they want to do it internal down there by themselves, great. But that's the way that's just my opinion.
Yep, that's kind of how I feel about it too.
If they want to do it though and keep it to themselves down there, are we okay with that?
I have no problem with
I
that.
have no problem with that
Yeah.
either. As long as I can close the gate or keep it just to them specifically. Because they can have a 4th of July party, people get together for 4th of July, all the holidays, so.
And it's not around Halloween. It's early in the
early.
month, October,
Yeah.
right? First
Yep.
week October, something like that. It was supposed to be.
Yeah,
That makes more sense anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
okay.
Any other questions for me?
No, that's good, thank you.
Awesome, thanks.
That's really all that I had for that. So, let's see, next we have approval of the tobacco license for Casey's. If I get approval for that,
Was there any issues in the past over there? Just ask.
Very, very good.
are they good?
John gave it to me. I signed off. We've never had a problem there ever. So it's changing ownership from
Yep.
current to Casey's, and they're actually gonna be doing a pretty extensive remodel also, so it's gonna be quite interesting for Main Street.
They're actually going to use that shed thing in the back that they haven't used in years.
I'll make the motion to approve the Casey's liquor license, or not liquor, tobacco license.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, Tony makes a motion to approve the tobacco license for Casey's.
Second.
Sarah seconds it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. The next thing we have is a city council workshop review. I can touch on it if somebody else wants to add something, they're welcome to. The workshop, we pretty much went over what our budget was, and we're projecting our expenses for 2026, and also what we're projecting our revenues out. We kind of went over all that stuff, and looks like we're looking at maybe coming up with a tentative levy about right around 7.5%. And then we're going to take a look, our budget committee, we're going to take a look at it one more time and see exactly where we have to do. But I think we're going to come up with a tentative 7.5. So we can't go up, that's the highest it would be. And it can come down from there. Anybody else? Good? The next thing we have is we have the city council special meeting clubhouse management. We have Andy here with several other guests. We wanted to table this, so we had a full council, if there's any discussion on it, and just to kind of have time to think about it a little bit. I have a personal conflict of interest, so I'm going to pretty much stay out of it. I'm not gonna vote, but I'm just going to open it up to, I don't know, Lynn, if you want to do it?
start.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead, you lead it off.
Yep, I can. So we all know that Andy has been working down there for the summer. He's kind of taken over that clubhouse portion down there since Parker has left, and he's been doing a phenomenal job. We'd like to retain him, and we would like to hire him for the full-time position. We're looking at a wage of $23 an hour, and then after a 6-month performance review, there'd be consideration for an increase to $24 an hour. He would also be eligible for the city benefits as well. We need some consistency down there. We feel that he's a good fit. He gets along with the staff that we have down there. He gets along with the people that patronize our business. And we think he's the right fit for this position. So my recommendation would be to hire him for the position.
Anybody else? Discussions?
So I 100% agree. I have two questions. I read through the information that was sent to me. So the one is, if we do this tonight, which I'm expecting we're going to, okay, if we do a review after 6 months, most of that is going to be all winter work.
Some of it
He's
will be-
he's already done the summer work for us. So I want to just point out that most of that we're going to reviewing is going to be winter work, not summer work.
So I'll answer to that. In terms of the winter work, there's a lot of policies that need to be updated. There's a lot of legwork on things that should be gone through that have not been gone through.
I agree.
So I think that that's key in running your business for the summer also.
So do we want to say instead of, there's a possibility he's going to get that $1 an hour raise, or are we just going to say he's going to get it?
I think everybody has a 6-month performance review. I would leave it at that personally,
No.
and then come back.
Because we'd be doing that 6 month now, because he's been with us for 6 months.
But he's taking a new position.
Okay. The other thing that I read in there that I wasn't sure of, it says must work one holiday day a year. And our busiest time of the year is our summer, and we have more than one holiday day. I think that's got to be removed because we need our main staff there.
To work every holiday?
Well, so our biggest holiday ever is typically Memorial Day and 4th of July, correct? I'll look at Mark. He's looking at me like, I'm not saying he has to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of that weekend, Memorial Day, but he's got to be there a chunk of it because if something is wrong, it's going to fall on Andy's shoulders.
So Andy, would you like to address that? I mean, I'd like, what do you feel about it?
I mean, I think you kind of have to be around,
Right.
honestly.
Right.
Successful.
I just want the wording to be more correct, just so we know what's going on. And it's just like 4th of July is one day, and if it falls on a Wednesday, we're probably busier heck that Wednesday compared to any other day. But
Yeah, I'm okay with changing that wordage. I don't have a problem with that.
other than that, everything that was written there, I'm fine with. I think he's a good addition.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. The consistency, I think, is gonna be great. Hopefully, this is a long-term deal for the city, which is greatly needed down there. And I know he's super passionate about the golf course and all the tournaments, and I'm excited about it. So
Good. Okay, Sarah?
I have
Okay.
nothing.
So if somebody wants to make a motion to hire Andy at his new position at the pay scale we discussed, make a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Lynn makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Gary seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Andy.
Congrats, Andy.
Official.
Thank you.
You're an official.
Yeah, you're officially official. Yeah, that's right.
Drinks are on him.
Before Todd worked it for you, you already said that outside.
Okay, the next thing to discuss is the establishment of an employment process. We have a page here that says hiring process for city staff. Actually, Laura came up with it, and it looks, I was just looking at it, it's generally what we have had followed in prior years, and I think it's really a nice thing that's written up. I'm just asking to have everybody maybe take a look at this, and we can discuss it further in 2 weeks. The other thing I was going to bring up was I did talk to Laura about it, and she's going to take on a little more responsibility on communicating with the whole council. So if something does happen, then that's how we follow our guidelines through the government stuff. Laura's going to be sending out updated emails, so if there's any discussions between a couple of people, whatever, she can notify the whole council. That way, it's a little more transparent. But if you guys want to take a look at this thing too, that'd be great. I don't know if anybody's got any questions?
No, looks good.
Okay, you guys, looks good? Okay, so then we go to, let's do the Sourcewell funding. Laura, do you want to talk about that? And if you got a list or however,
September 24th, the impact and match funding come up. So we should really start working on what we are going to do with our impact and match. I believe I sent out the emails.
You did.
yep. Does anybody, I know Eric's got, I mean, that's a
So
great
if
thing.
Eric
that you
did
got.
the one for police for squad, is that different?
I'm separate.
You're separate. Perfect.
I'm separate, fire separate, and then public works and everything for the city's under you guys over there.
Okay. So I think what you had under match, if you can't find it, I wrote it down,
Thank you.
was, and that we would be in second round for that, correct?
That would be a second round.
Right.
Yes.
And we are responsible for 25%.
Correct.
You had park playground. You had blower for city truck and new city truck.
Yes, and banners.
Banners was in impact.
It was in both.
It was in both?
Just in case.
Okay.
I didn't know what you guys wanted, so.
So I don't know if anybody has any ideas on where,
I don't have anything else. I don't know, Gary, do you?
from my standpoint, I would like to see the park, the playground equipment down at the park taken care of. That does need to be updated. And I know that would be a second round, we might not even get it,
Correct. Yeah.
so. And we've got money in terms of our 25%, we have money set aside in our dedicated funds to cover that.
Yep.
And on the impact side, I guess it would be a matter of, you know,
If you guys want me to leave it up to Jackie to decide which one, it might be the city truck, just pointing that out. But
it's 50,000? I remember right.
Yep. Yeah, impact is 40,000.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Impact
Match.
50,
Match is 40.
I mean, he's not gonna get a new truck for 50. So. there's that
You might
too.
get the old fire hall truck. I don't know when they want to get rid of one.
I'm okay with leaving it up to Gaffey.
Yeah,
Okay, then for impact, we do need a resolution, so we will figure out what we need and we'll bring a resolution at the next meeting.
okay,
Keep you updated what he chose.
fantastic.
Are you doing the boost one for Gafke?
Yep,
Public
that
Works.
one, I did submit the boost and the third party reimbursement.
So what was that again?
I submitted the boost funds, that
Hmm.
was for the cones and the signage.
Oh, got it.
And then the third party was for the trees
Hmm.
and
The walking trail,
ceiling.
sealing the walking trail.
Great.
Yes,
Still
that's
waiting
right.
to hear, but.
Okay, is that it
That's it for
for
me.
that? Okay, then also, Lynn and Don, we had a discussion the last meeting about, we have an apartment room in our unit that hasn't been rented for a long time, and we were discussing why isn't the city renting that to somebody? And so Lynn and Donnie went over there and took a look at it today. And Lynn, I don't know if you want to give a quick update on
Otherwise,
that.
if Donnie, either one of us can.
Yeah, you want to talk about it, Donnie?
It
Go ahead.
it basically was a lot cleaner than what I was
Either
going to give
office.
it credit for. It does need to be, the rugs need to be shampooed to be cleaned up. There's the toilet would need to be replaced, and then there's a little bit of drywall that needs to be done right by the shower head. Other than that, it would be pretty much ready to rent. We just have to, at that point, figure out what we would want if we're going to make it comparable to what the other two renters are getting, what they're paying.
So for
Right.
tonight, we would
Go
just
there.
would like us to be able to go ahead with looking into getting those things repaired, and then we can come
Yeah.
back and have a discussion, maybe in a workshop on what we want to charge.
Yeah, because it's a shame leaving that thing, I can't believe it's been sitting that empty for so long.
When we first inherited the building, the thought is that we would be tearing the building down and expanding our fire department. And that was going to be somehow possibly part of the department.
Got it.
What ended up happening is we moved the food shelf into there. And where else would we put the food shelf but there? So more than likely, that building is going to stay as
For a while.
the food shelf and then those apartments. So at this point, we might as well rent it out and start getting some income from that. Because we have the food shelf underneath it.
Right, yep. Well, if I could get a motion to look at the cost it would take, I guess, to look at it, to update
We'd
it?
be looking at hiring somebody to come in and do the cleaning of it, standard cleaner or whoever's in Little Falls,
Great,
to come in. There's basically two rooms that need to be cleaned, the carpets. And then it's replacing the toilet and doing a little bit of the sheetrock work. And whoever would do that, I don't know if we can get a quote or
so,
if we just say.
yeah,
do it.
should we just do it? I mean, unless we figure a dollar amount, I mean, I don't know, we should probably try to figure a dollar amount then or something. I don't know how we would go
I don't know
about
how
it.
we would know.
I don't
I
either.
think we sneak quotes first.
Yeah, I think so, that's the best way to do it.
At
can do
least for
that.
the drywall piece of it.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree, that's about the only way we
We looked at possibly having Eric Gaffke do the cleaning and that. And by the time we pay him to do it and rent the machine and everything else, we're way better off to
Yep,
call a professional in from Little Falls, and it's gonna take them part of a day and we're done. I can't believe it'd be more than $200 or $300, and the cleaning would all be done.
yep,
The other thing we may have to do, that shower head may be the reason that drywall looks the way it is. We may have to replace that shower
well,
head.
I think, from the little bit of plumbing I know, there's a shower arm, and typically that screws into like a brass pipe,
Yep.
and it's threaded. It looks to me like it was leaking, right, where that pipe gets screwed in, so it might be simple, but just backing it out and putting some tape on it and screwing it back in too. That's an easy fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy fix, so. Okay, then, somebody want to make a motion to get bids or just do it? I don't know if we
At
need
this
a
point, I
motion.
don't think we need a motion.
Okay.
We'll just go out and we'll
Okay.
call a couple of people and get some bids on how to fix it,
That works for me.
they would charge.
That works for me. So, then I think is that it, for you guys? Any other questions? Good. Laura, you're up for an update.
The only thing I have is budget meeting's gonna get together and review before we do our prelim, which we decided our preliminary is probably gonna be September 22nd meeting. So, there's a plan on that. And then I was going to let you know that Sourcewell has 2 opportunities for open meeting law and data practices, which I highly recommend. They're very good meetings. The first one is October 2nd at Sourcewell and Staples, and the other one is April 9th, and that is 9 to noon at Cross Lake Fire Hall. So I sent you guys the links. I feel like it's a really good meeting. So that is all I have.
Okay, as far as for council updates, I kind of missed something that I just wanted to mention it for the employee stuff, hiring process. The one thing also too is that, as far as if we're gonna, I feel if we create any policies, or procedures for the employees or anything, before anything is really written up, we should probably present that to the employee board and then have a discussion at the employee board before we, go through the process of writing everything up and going through do it. So,
Which policies?
anything, like, changes of titles, really anything that deals with employee policies, like title changes or things like that, of that nature.
Any hiring you're talking, everything should go through the employee board.
Well, we looked, I like this thing that we have here. Ultimately, I would like to, personally, I'd like to have any leads or managers, because now I think our managers are called leads or whatever. So I have them go through, any leads or a city administrator, that should probably all go through. As far as like, I think it's like Ty Hohazel, something like that wouldn't have to, because, that the heads can
It's
handle.
considered just a worker.
Yeah, the
Yep,
heads can
that's
handle
fine.
that.
That's what I was
But
trying to figure out.
ultimately, I would like to have any type of managers or city administrators have that go through the employee board for recommendation of the council. But that's only me. I do kind of like, it's kind of, this system here kind of outlines that somewhat a little bit, It's a little bit confusing, but it kind of covers some of that stuff. It'd be under, if you look at the bottom where it says is an executive role, city administrator, that would be where I think it should go through the employee board.
We just need to make sure that we've never set in place what that board is for. I think that's part of the problem.
What's that?
That employee management committee, we have never set what that's really for. Because it was new.
We had it set kind of before, but it just, things got a little changed. But we used to actually go through this process, Len. That's a process, this process
Oh,
actually.
this is, but the
Right.
employee management board, this one, that's new.
It is, let's see, what do we, it is, oh, shoot, I had it written down here. It is, I
That's
mean,
only been in place a couple of years.
yeah, oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, because it was as long as I was here, but I guess that's 3 years.
Right, it hasn't been there that long.
Okay. Yeah, employee committee board, I guess, would be your employee advisory
Advisory board.
committee.
And I'm okay
Employee-
with that. Like I said, we just need to outline what that committee does.
Okay,
And then that makes it simple, everybody knows.
it does, yeah. Okay, well, we can talk about that in 2 weeks too. My recommendation would be that we have any leads or any managers or city administrators would be put through that process. Other than that, it's like the employee heads can handle it with the whatever committees they're in. So is everybody else good with, you got anything, Gary, at all you'd like to say, Donnie?
I'm good.
Kia, you have anything to say? Hey, Lynn, Sarah,
Nope.
you good? Okay.
I'll make the motion to adjourn at 7:33 PM.
Donnie makes a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Sarah seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.